Salvers risked life and limb for rare treasure.
We had 5 tons of pure destruction, smacking in everything.
Divers battled deep-sea dangers.
Some people will say that we are crazy.
Crews navigate hurricane devastation.
There are boats everywhere.
When storms strike, nothing in their path is safe.
It's a major disaster.
That's when salvage teams spring into action.
3 o'clock in the morning, the phone rings and you mobilize.
Operating in the world's most treacherous waterways. Over 2,000 miles away in Central America, off the shore of Panama City, there are hundreds of vessels awaiting repair. The salvage crews that work here must be constantly on the lookout for violent thunderstorms. For diver Armando Jimenez, it makes for thrilling work.
From when I was a kid, I really like everything that has relation with the ocean. I always go diving and go fishing with my father and godfather. And with the years, I realized that you can work in the environment that you like, and at the same time, as a job, you can earn some money.
A skilled master diver for Talleres Industriales, Armando is assigned the most complex and dangerous jobs. Watching Armando's back is dive supervisor Javier Ford.
This company, we do several different type of jobs. We do cleaning, we do inspection, rescue, repair.
Armando loves the work, but it's also very demanding and risky.
Sometimes you work more than 12 hours with a very tough environment and very tough situations.
Because of the global health crisis, this 4,000-passenger cruise ship has been empty for months. The $450 million vessel badly needs its propellers cleaned. And Armando must finish the work before the weather turns dangerous.
Look at that, there is a storm coming.
In Central America, off the coast of Panama City, salvage crews race to start a job before menacing thunderstorms roll in.
The weather in Panama is unpredictable. We can be having a good weather, and then all of a sudden things changes.
Panama's weather is notoriously volatile, with little warning. Clear skies can give way to storms.
We have at the morning a beautiful day, but everything changes as you can see. Right there was the lightning.
One of the most dangerous for us is thunder. When we have thunder close by, we need to stop diving operation right away.
A lightning strike during their dive could be potentially deadly for Armando and his team.
This climate in Panama is crazy. It's totally crazy. I hope we don't have problems underwater.
Diving is a risky job. In a scale from 1 to 10, I would put it like 8.
The Talleres team catches a break. As the dive boat approaches the cruise ship, the sky is clear.
We are now approaching to your vessel.
Salvage Panama, we are standing by on channel 72.
Roger, I say you're standing by on channel 72. We have better weather conditions. Good for the divers to work.
Okay, for today we are going to polish 2 propellers. This kind of vessel have 2 propellers of 6 blades.
Because the cruise ship has been out of service for months, its twin 20-foot propellers are caked with calcium and barnacles.
We do the propeller polish at 2 steps. First, clean the calcium with a diamond pad. That takes a little more time. The second step, we're gonna polish. In this case, it's very complicated because we don't have too much space to move, and so we have to be careful.
Owing to the ship's size, bringing it into dry dock is not an option. So the divers have to conduct the operation where the ship is anchored, 30 miles off the coast of Panama City and in hundreds of feet of water. As he suits up, Armando is keeping an eye on the conditions.
we have a little swell. That's gonna be the only thing that we have to see how it's gonna be, because that's represent a problem.
Looks can be deceiving in this part of the Pacific Ocean. A calm surface can hide dangers below.
We have two types of current conditions: underwater current and surface current. Also the swell. One of the most dangerous one is the swell. For example, you can be working at 12 meters and the swell can take you up in a moment suddenly, and that can hurt your ear. And for a diver, one of the most important parts of the body, the ears. You must really take care of it. It's better to work without swell, visibility, current. If you don't have good conditions of those three, it's better to go up.
Armando inspects his equipment one last time.
We have a umbilical that give us communication, give us the necessary air.
The umbilical cord is the diver's life support system. But its thick coils are also a hazard.
The danger that the diver may have, they get their umbilical entangled, causing the divers to lose communication on surface, even run out of air.
It's a danger, it's a real danger. You must be always having the communication. You must do the job and work fast.
With all the dangers commercial diving brings, every time Armando takes to the water, he knows he's risking his life. Over 2,000 miles away in Central America, off the coast of Panama City, Armando Jimenez and his team of divers are attempting a complicated maintenance operation on the propellers of an out-of-service cruise ship. The currents have been steadily increasing all day, worrying dive supervisor Javier Ford.
Once a diver is in the water, we need to be communicated with the diver all the time. Armando, how is it going down there?
We have a little current. Now we are in the process of polishing with diamond pad first. Then we will give the finish.
How long do you think it's gonna take for him to polish the propeller?
Maybe we can reach up in about 2 or 3 hours.
2 to 3 hours is a long time to spend underwater in Panama. The conditions can change dramatically in that time.
They don't know how it's down there, so you are the eyes of them. So you are the one who say, hey, we have too much current. Hey, the visibility is not good. Oh, I need to stop. I cannot continue. Because the machines that we use, it's dangerous to work if you don't see. The hose can get trapped, and it can be a totally mess down there. There are so many dangers in this profession. You can make mistakes, and that can cost your life.
As the job drags on, Armando is alarmed by what he's seeing.
Right now, we have a strong current. As you can see, the bubbles, my partner is breathing. The bubbles go to the pore side of the vessel. It means that the current is crossed to the pore side, which is a little bit more difficult to maintain the position.
The confined space the divers must work in magnifies the current's strength.
The space between each blade makes difficult the polishing in this part, as you can see, because the curve is very close to each other, so the space is reduced. But he's doing really good. He almost finished this blade too. This is the second blade that he almost finished.
To stay on schedule, Armando and his team partner fight the current, but they risk becoming tired, dizzy, and disoriented. Or worse, one of them could get trapped up in their umbilical cord.
If the umbilical gets entangled, it might lose the air because the umbilical provides air to the diver.
A tangled umbilical cord is a diver's nightmare. Fearing the worst, Javier decides to check on Armando's condition.
Aquí estoy dándole a la segunda. ¿Cómo siente el aire? ¿El aire huele bien? ¿Qué tiene que decir por ahí? Repite.
Armando complaining about his head hurting is a massive red flag. The pain could be because of the force of the current, but it could also mean he is dehydrated, or worse, it could be a symptom of decompression sickness, a major risk for every diver. In Central America off the coast of Panama City, diver Armando Jimenez is battling worsening conditions.
Right now, we have a strong current, so it's more difficult to maintain the position. ¿Cómo siente el aire? ¿El aire huele bien? Dímelo, Armando. Armando.
With Armando complaining of his head hurting, dive supervisor Javier Ford knows he has to step in.
Jalando el umbilical de Armando y la manguera, pues.
Ok. Sé que la manguera y el umbilical de Armando.
The crew wastes no time pulling Armando out.
The current is really strong, really strong. You cannot even hold.
Armando must recover before risking another dive.
Sí, esto aquí. Es que la corriente te jala y te mantiene, tienes que estar luchando.
When the diver tells you, okay, the underwater current is too strong, I cannot do the job, okay, we stop immediately, take diver back to surface and stop operation until we get a better weather condition.
They might be desperate to get this multi-million-dollar cruise ship back in service, but not if it means risking Armando's life.
We have a lot of swell and current. It can destroy the equipment, it can make you commit a mistake, and it's not possible to work. We feel a little pain here in ears, so let's take a break and we will continue later.
If Armando and his team can't finish the propeller cleanup, the ship could suffer significant damage, costing the company tens of thousands of dollars to repair. So after a short break, the divers perform safety checks on the conditions.
¿Cómo está la corriente ahí abajo?
We have better current. I think we can do the polish. I think so.
The current is ebbing, and the divers want to give it another go. They're determined to finish the job. But unknown to the divers, conditions underwater have worsened.
How is it going down there?
There is a change on the sudden current. Now the problem is the visibility. Maybe just 1 meter in front of you can see.
That's kind of weird.
No, it's really dark. If, like we were working at night, like nighttime.
You're underwater, you just have one light in your head and you cannot see anything around. That makes me feel like afraid because it's, you know, the unknown things that, you know, you don't know exactly what is going to be behind you, down. You always have fear. Fear to die, fear to maybe not complete the job, but you must lose those thoughts from your head because the fear makes you make mistakes, honestly.
In the beginning we thought that maybe it was going to be more easier than it wasn't.
Despite the poor visibility, the divers race to finish the job.
Finally, we have finished. But after all, we have done a good job. The vessel is gonna say thanks to us.